Rained very heavily overnight, as you can see here. Very rainy. But I did want to mention that twice now, a subscriber has viewed my videos outside, like here. And notice that when my camera blurs, within the blurred image are two cloaked men. Within the blurred image, when my camera is blurring, within the blurred image, you can see the cloaked men that are likely damaging my property. And I'm going to say that, I know it sounds bizarre, but for the targeted people out there, you'll understand what I'm saying. I appreciate all of your comments and suggestions. I've had so many cameras here. They have destroyed 6 of my cameras. I had trail cameras when I first moved here. They wiped clean the SD cards, stole the SD cards. Even when I put them in a cage with a padlock, they wiped clean the SD cards. Even my test image, the test of me, totally wiped clean. And they have the technology to do that. Scarlet, we're going to call her the popular one because she likes poop. She likes to spread poopy paper towels, toilet paper on my driveway. And then yesterday at 2:35 p.m. drove up. I was right here. I was actually right here videotaping. And I turned and I see her right there. Right there, window rolled down, slow, driving slow. But I missed the part of her dropping the bag there until after I logged off. And she drove down the county road. And over here, she pulled up her window and then drove really fast by. Imagine living on your property like this and walking, let's say I walk into my chicken coop. Let's say I'm here for 15 minutes cleaning it up. My back is in there, I'm in there, I'm not paying attention to anything except my chicken coop. But behind me, somebody creeps into my house. Just the way they did last year, I had baby chicks on my bed that they had harmed in the chicken coop. I brought them into my house on my bed, nursing them back to health. And one of those cloakers went into my house, into my bedroom, and scalped those baby chicks. I was actually in the Cats building. Right there. I was in that Cats building. I come out. I hear the baby chicks screaming in my house. Now, what could happen in 15, 20 minutes? That I can't walk from my front door into that building without cloaked men on my property going into my bedroom and scalping baby chicks. And I can't show you the photos because YouTube will take it down. Or how terrified my cat Cinnamon, Mini-Me, imagine how terrified she was. When I let her out of the Cats building for the first time, I brought her to my house. She was sitting on the porch. She's good. I'm in my house. Imagine a cloaked person coming and stealing your cat from the porch. Imagine how terrified an animal is to be lifted up, knowing that they can't see the damn person. How nefarious It is here in Jackson County, Kentucky. Like when Bandit, my rooster, was here. And no, it wasn't picked up by an animal, a fox. There's a huge difference between an animal being lifted and an animal fighting for their life with another animal. There's always feathers left behind. There's always a struggle. The animals are always cackling. But imagine you've got two vigilante military efforts in cloaking devices, invisibility suits, prancing around my property that you can see in the blurred images. Imagine them coming up behind your pet and lifting them up and sticking them in a bag or whatever. Imagine how terrified that animal is. That's the world we live in, men and women. That's the world I live in here in Jackson County, Kentucky. And don't think that this doesn't exist. This is military-grade technology. So I was up there, and you could actually see, you know, when you walk on grass, like dry, long grass, it depresses. You can see it folding over. And I walked up there, like in disbelief. I just moved here. It was in May 2019. I just moved here. And they were on my case like white on rice already. And thank you, subscriber, for saying that you saw it now 2 times in the blurred images. When I'm videotaping, you see the blurred images. When they blur my camera, it's because there are cloaked people here. 2 men. I guarantee they're not 6 feet tall. But I'm going to show you. This is what they do when they're cloaked. So I lock up my house at night, right? And then suddenly my roosters are going berserko. At 1:30 a.m., I look outside. I don't see anything. But they're cackling and cackling and cackling. Unbeknownst to me, these criminals are going in and out of my chicken coops. They're spreading huge, thick, pithy dust. They may think that they're untouchable, but when we expose them by name, they don't get away with it. And I see that her poopy diapers are still here. And I'm walking up here, and this is what they've done. They've raked all of this up. Look at this. Where's all the foliage? It's all gone. Because they're raking up my property. Raking it up, dumping stuff on my property.